Hi, welcome. This is Maggie Rose back with you. Um, my brain stopped functioning. Isn't that just wondrous? I'm really glad to be back and checking in. Now, we've called this Messages from Heaven for a very simple reason. I believe that my information comes from that which we call heaven. For me, heaven is something where souls rest. Just writing a little message here. I'll be very happy to answer your questions. So be free to join me and see where we go. Now, I'm in Perth in Western Australia, where it's been an incredibly different day. It's my granddaughter's 21st birthday. 25th. 25th. I said 21st, didn't I? Okay, and I've only had one drink, can you believe that? And that was hours ago. So we went out to lunch and had a wonderful lunch and a catch up and a chat. And it was great. Don't you just love family catch ups? You can see each other all of the time, and then all of a sudden there's something that's kind of special, like a birthday, or you haven't seen the rest of the family for a while and you all catch up. I think family is one of the incredible things that have evolved out of human consciousness. It's such an intricate, involved, amazing, complex thing is a family. Whether that's a family of the heart, a family of the soul, or a family of the blood. I find they are such a complexity of things. I come from a very large family. There were 12 of us, 6 boys, 6 girls. Let's just keep the whole thing even. But we always had someone to fight with, and we always had someone to play with, and we always had someone to chat with and to chat to. It's a little different now. It's like families are so much smaller, but maybe they're so much more connected. I can't say my family was really a connected, happy ever after family. We had some major troubles or events to get through, some major dramas. And if you can think of a major drama, I'm almost positive that this family of mine sorted it out and went through it. Did we all sort it out? Yeah, I guess some of us did, in that we sorted it in our own ways and we balanced things in our own way. Looking back on could have, should have, what if I'd have done it this way? What if I'd have done it that way? Is so simple. It's so easy. And it makes it so much more difficult for us to actually move on. Because, could have, should have, maybe, what ifs, they're questions or statements or words that get us stuck in the past, that give us no place to move forward from. Also, it's about hindsight. I mean, we'd all make different choices if we could have had the video shown us and how this is going to pan out or how that's going to pan out. I'm 100% sure we would have all made some really big different changes. As it is, we're stuck with the choices we made. Now I say stuck with, but we're not. We can't change the past, not even slightly. Pardon my cup of tea, it's a bit chilly over here. But what we can change is how we choose to view it, what we choose to take from it, how we choose to move forward from it. These are the important and significant things, because what I've discovered is some of my siblings, brothers, sisters, whatever you choose to call them, we've had the same experience, but we've come out of them with a different mindset, a different view, if you will. And sometimes I've got to wonder if we grew up in the same house or the same place, because the connections, the interpretation of the thing is so different. But it's like that. You can have 10 people watch an incident and 10 people will give you 10 different interpretations. It's a bit like that with family. So I find it a little hard sometimes to actually come to terms with, yeah, that's what happened. I know that's what's happened. I was there. But allowing someone else to have the different concept, which is totally different from yours, that's okay too. But what the important thing is what you take away from that action, event, or whatever, your childhood, whatever. Do you choose to become a martyr to it, or do you choose to become a survivor to it? These are the differences. You can be that victim martyr. I haven't got this because of this. I haven't got this. This is because of this. I do this because of this. I don't have good relationships because I didn't learn how to. I can't lose weight because I'm carrying all this stuff from the past. Yeah, and carry it. You will. And, you know, it's we create our reality and we create it second by second, choice by choice by choice. These choices are with us wherever every breath we take. We can choose to become a victim. Try it for 5 minutes. I find it very, very draining and very, very tiring. I've tried it every now and then, go, yeah, okay, let's see it somebody else's way. Let's see it. And they're like, no. Try it as a survivor. Try it as it's like waking up the warrior within. Surviving life is like waking the warrior within. When you wake the warrior within, you've got somewhere to go. You've got to fight. You've got to challenge. You've got to create a strategy, a battle plan about how to get you from here to here. And I think that is pretty fantastic. Once you create a battle plan, you're in control, you're in charge. Once you open that door and go, I am the warrior, wow, you've got to win this battle. You've got to find strategies to deal with it. And if those strategies are talking to people, opening your heart, opening your mind, opening the doors, discussing things with other people, becoming aware of different ways of seeing things. It's all about conforming and completing and doing a battle plan. Your battle plan of strategies that get you through life, that give you the confidence to fight back. It's like, don't let one incident or one person define your life. That incident may have been 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 years, 10 years, but don't let it define 70 years or 80 years or more. It is one step in time. And what you need to do then is go back to that warrior within. We all have a warrior within. We all have the ability to go, enough, no more. I'm done. We've all got the ability to go, I'm done. And when you're done, we have the ability to choose to fight back. Now, how would you fight back, say, emotional abuse? You would get some counseling, you'd get some guidance, you'd get some help, you'd make yourself strong, but you wouldn't cut yourself off from future emotional connection because that's not part of the battle plan. Battle plan is to survive, but it's about also about growing. It's about becoming stronger. It's becoming taking control, and it's about I got this. I'm over this, opposed to I've got this. Those are your choices. Once you're over it, you've got it. You can move forward. You can make things happen. You can create and live through many, many challenges. If it was a physical abuse, then physical and sexual abuses are very difficult to come through. But when you realize that the healing lies in your head, the healing lies in your hands. You have a choice. You can stay forever the victim, And I have deepest sympathy for this, truly. Been there, done that. And I'm not making light of it. It's what I'm saying is we always have a choice, always. We may not have had a physical choice at the time of the action, but we later down the track or now, we have a choice. We can let it define us or we can fix it. Fixing it means allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to open, allowing yourself to share, and allowing yourself to seek healing. And if that healing includes legal action, then so be it. So be it. Um, if it includes the reality of facing up to the perpetrator, so be it. Some of us are not strong enough to do that, or in a position where we cannot do that. As in my case, I was a child, he went to jail. We moved here. Samina, is it? Yeah. And but I wrote it all out. I wrote it all out. I wrote reams and reams and reams and reams. And is it gone? Yes. The emotional attachment to it is gone. I can pull up the memory, but there's no emotion attached to it. So what I'm saying is look for ways to help yourself. Make yourself your priority. And we don't do that. We don't make ourselves a priority. Hi, Samina. Can you tell me is Samina your Christian name and where are you from, babe? And what can we do to help? I love the way I say we all the time because I know what you see is me, but I have many hidden helpers on the other side. I have, people who are connected in heaven and to my clients all over the place. I have angel links. So it's like, yeah, it is we, because the messages that come through are not from me, they're through me. I'd be a bit arrogant to think, they came from me and how wonderful I am that I can do this. I'd be a bit arrogant, but we all get a bit arrogant from time to time and we all need that little bit of an ego boost. But, I've got plenty of friends who slap me back down just as soon as I get a bit out of, a little bit like, how great am I? Like, whoop, back in your box, woman. It's like, yes, they keep me real, they keep me human. And human is an amazing thing to be. Okay, do we have any questions at all or anybody who wants to chat with us? The purpose of Messages from Heaven is to bring forward messages for those who need them, but also, those on the other side, where we call heaven, they need us too. They need to be able to share their messages. They need to be able to share with their loved ones here or their family connections here. One of the biggest things I've found is like if you've got a grandparent or a great grandparent, or sometimes sadly a parent who haven't had the opportunity to know this person in the physical life, they will come back as, a connection, a guide or whatever in the spirit so that they can connect with their grandies, their grandkids or their great grandchildren. I find that it's such an amazing thing to me that family never ends. It's like, yes, you may have been dead 2 generations before I was born, but somehow or other, that family link holds strong. And it's amazing how many grandparents and great grandparents I actually get through in the course of a year in readings where they're the ones giving me the information, telling me what they need their grandies to know. I suppose it's the one gift they can give us. They can't do the whole happy birthday, I'm at your wedding, or they can do, I've met many a grandies turned up at a wedding. But this connection or communication seems to be like a gift from heaven where they have that closeness and they watch over that member of their family, because that's what it is. It's their family. Okay? And to be part of a family is a great thing most times. Most times. You know, most people would have said, and most of my siblings, would have said we had an horrendous upbringing. I think I had a strengthening upbringing. I feel without my early life, I would have no appreciation for what I have now. I would definitely not be as strong as I am, or as bloody minded sometimes. I'm no saint, trust me. I can spit the dummy with the best of them, and it happens. It's just the way it is. Look, we don't seem to be getting very many connections tonight, or people are, maybe you guys are asleep on the other side of the world. So we'll just say good night, and I'll catch up with you at a later date. Or shall we just chat for 5 minutes? What more can we chat about? The family of soul. I feel through a lot of the channelings and information that I've done and been gifted, the answers I've been gifted, is that we are like a physical body, where the physical body has groups of cells that are blend together to create this organ or that organ or this muscle, but they all work in harmony. I feel we have soul groups like that, where each of us is a cell, a part of the whole, and we come to Earth as a cell pod. Um, there could be thousands of us in one pod, but or very few in a pod. But I feel these make up the people that we interact with throughout our life. The things like the cells that make up the heart are the relationship ones we have with people here. And the cells that make up the physical are the teaching, the learning, the other things that we have, the physical learning, because physical learning is a tough road. It's not about preparing for the Olympics or a marathon. It's about getting through life. It's about getting through day by day. It's about having the physical stamina to get through each day. It's about getting up when you're too tired or you ache too much. It's about looking after the kids when the last thing you want to do is get out of bed in the morning. And there's so many people like that. It's like pushing on because you've got to go to work. You've got to pay the bills no matter what. This is the stamina of, the body. We have to keep it going, keep it looked after. But then there's the spirit side of it, where we all in communion, and sometimes we connect with us, our cellular brothers and sisters in a heart area, and we become the brothers and sisters, the family of the heart, the family of the soul. We know each other when we come back together again. It's like, yes, that comfort at home feeling, getting it all together, being together. So it's a good place to be. Okay, what I will do, I will schedule another messages, but probably an earlier morning one, so that some of Australia is awake and the rest of the world is not asleep. We'll get this right yet. Okay, thank you so much and bless. I am putting together psychic development online course, which will be starting in the next few weeks. 10-week course that takes you from A to Z, so to speak, and a little bit beyond. So you can check out my website for details, www.gypsymaggierose.com. Okay, thank you and bless. Take care now.